Welcome to the show for bloody good Kiwis across the country. This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
It's the Daily Bhuja, most people would know. They're the stars of the very own radio show. There ain't no other, I'm not sad to say, so stay under the table, cause they've been drinking people under for days. Keep on talking if they don't like what they hear. They'll have the guts for land, dispose it right between your ears. Smooth talkers, they got the gift of the gab. As far as mom's concerned, say hello to your new dad.
G'day kids, welcome to Daily Bhuja. It is Monday the 19th of November 2018. Great to have your company today. Hoping as always you've had a fantastic weekend. Lee Hart, Lobo de Noche. G'day mates.
Yeah, g'day, mate. Yeah, g'day. Yeah, good.
How are we fellas? Matty, you had a big night last night. You're looking a bit green around the gills, my friend.
I'm not going to lie to you, Jace. She's been a big couple of days. Block party yesterday. Yeah, certainly bleeding out the eyes a little. Firmly on the back foot, but what a day, what a day.
Sometimes you play your best game off the back foot, though, Matty. You know what I mean? Even though you're on the back foot, sometimes it brings the best out of you. And I've got a feeling that today, even though you're on the back foot, you're going to be on fire.
That's some good optimism. I'm going to take that on board.
Yeah, big weekend all in all. We had the Kiwi Pong, of course, Jace, on the Saturday.
Yes, indeed.
A big event, that very successful. Sunday, Matt continued with Block Party.
Yeah.
Along with the rest of the crew out there. I obviously been slightly more mature, knew when to say when. Pulled it back.
On what day? The Saturday or the? Or did you go to Block Party as well? Did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
So you're saying that the Kiwi Pong was a massive success?
Yeah,
we don't know who. Well, I don't know who won. We'll find that out a little bit later on in the show. Can you recall off the top of your head?
Puzzles,
I believe. Was it Puzzles?
Puzzles.
Yeah, Puzzles. Yeah.
Where were they from?
Tough final.
Christchurch. Okay, well done.
Christchurch.
$10,002 they won.
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant. Brilliant.
And that's cash.
Cash.
Well, I know that the rest of the officers, of course, went to the block party last night as well, Matty. And usually when I come into work, it's g'day, Jason. There's lots of chat and good times. But today, deadly silent, which I took as a sign.
Instead of Radio Hodaki, it's kind of like Radio Demons today.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, later on in the show, there's been a few more job offers coming through radio-wise, which we probably need to run through.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. In the meantime, here's Shapeshifter. Nice to have your company, New Zealand.
Bhuja with Lee Hart, Jason Hoyt and Lobo de Noche, the Night Wolf on Radio Hodaki.
Shapeshifter there on Radio Hodaki this Monday afternoon. Hope you're having a great day up there in New Zealand. Weird thing happened to me in the weekend. Saturday morning, it's not really a slice of life, but it's true. I got up and I was going to the dairy to buy some milk for my coffee and stuff.
Just before you carry on with the story,
yes.
You realise we're on air, eh?
Yeah, I do realise we're on air.
You went buying darts?
No, haven't bought darts, Matty, for 4 days.
Oh.
I'm not going to talk about it because I just jinx myself when I do that. So anyway, I'm going to get some milk for my coffee, and that's cool. Saturday morning, walk up my drive, there's a guy just standing at the end of my drive, right? And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then he saw me and he goes, oh, you do that show Daily Bhuja, don't you? And I went, yes, I do. And he said, oh, I'm a big fan of the show. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, man. That's great. And we chatted for about, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And then I went and got my milk and he walked away. Sunday morning, went up to go and get some bread. He's at the end of my drive again. Going, oh, how are you, man? And it's like, do I have a situation here or not? I want your opinion, guys.
And he was naked on both occasions?
No, he was totally dressed. He was a very nice guy.
Did he say anything this time or not?
Oh, no, we had a bit of a chat. And he was having a durry, which made me want to have a durry, but it was just a bit weird. Does anyone else find that weird?
Is he a neighbour or?
No, I've never seen him before.
So he happened to find your house?
Well, he was just standing at the end of my drive, because my drive sort of goes down off the pavement.
Well, most do.
Yeah, I know, but it's actually down a little sort of hill, a little thingy. So it's not that easy to find.
They'll be in the real estate mag when you're selling your house, hey? Exclusive drive that comes right off the pavement.
It comes right off the... Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. But it's kind of hard to see because it goes down a sort of dip. if that makes any sense to you.
So if
I
you're
think just watch that space chase.
No, okay. Yeah, I just
if you're
thought it was
not at
weird.
work tomorrow, we should just start searching people's basements.
Indeed.
Yeah, it could be. Just watch that one.
Oh, he was a very pleasant guy. It was just a bit, and I also I got the old what are they called with the magazines that they bring around on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning? What are those? What's that religious group called?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah Witnesses. God, what a nightmare! You don't want that on a Sunday morning, really, do you? And she was standing there with her little daughter, and it's just like you can't really say, "Look, I don't believe in all that sort of crap." And you get the hell off my
If
property.
you can't do it on a Sunday, when can you do it?
Well, I suppose so.
Jehovah's Witnesses, they're into Saturday, aren't they? Or how does that work?
That's the Mormons, isn't it?
I can't recall. But they gave me that magazine that they have night something or other.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I'm starting to think maybe I should stop giving away your address on the night show.
Oh, is that where people are
It's
getting
quite a
it?
good sort of forward sell. It keeps people listening. Up next, I'll give you Jason Hoyt's address.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't given mine yet, have you?
Oh, everyone knows where you live, man. Actually, while you were doing the Kiwi Pong, I went around and had a bit of a dip in your pool. I hope you
yeah?
don't mind. It was beautiful, mate. It was really good. Did you not notice that I had a bit of? I left all the lilos and stuff in there. I thought, oh god, I should have put those out at least.
Yeah, and you left the front door open.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
That might be the old man that your kids were saying was loitering around your house.
Wet towels lying all over the house.
Oh no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Guns N' Roses. Knocking on heaven's door. Guns N' Roses there. Radio Hodaki. 5:25 though. Are we happy? Are we prepared to let that go, fellas? On a Monday afternoon?
Yeah, look, to be honest with you, it could have been longer the way I'm feeling today. You know, it's nice to drag the songs out a bit on a Monday.
You know, Monday's the sort of day where you want to do, no ads, no voice breaks, just pure music for 3 hours.
I'm wondering if we can put on the album version of Purple Rain. That's a good 8-9 minutes.
I mean, I think on people on Monday that it's like to be brought back into the week slowly. And if we can help with that, I mean, we don't have to be talking the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any chance we can maybe sort of slot best ofs in there, maybe, Matt? You know,
That's not the hard part. The hard part's finding the best ofs.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
point.
someone's got to make them.
I don't think I've ever listened to our best ofs once in my entire career.
So what you're trying to say there, is there enough material between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday to make enough for a best of on a Monday?
Well, no, actually, what I'm asking is over our 3 or 4 year career on the radio, surely we've got some best ofs we can slot in there on a Monday afternoon. Surely after 4 years, there must have been one voice break we did that was good.
No, you'd be surprised.
If we do that, do we need to actually come in? Or will it just be all done remotely?
Well, no, I just mean in terms of sort of lessening the burden on a Monday
Well,
afternoon.
I just don't see the point in coming in at all, though, if we're just introducing our own material.
Well, I wasn't thinking in terms of the entire show being best ofs. I was thinking in terms of, we do a voice break and then we do a best of voice break and just
And
sort
then
of
we'll
ease
talk
in.
about that voice break.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about that. Just ease into it.
There was a classic break from a couple of years ago there. What a break that was, Jace, and do you remember doing that? That kind of thing.
I never remember any of the
So we'll
voice
put
breaks
some
we do.
context on it. Yeah.
Just a thought on a Monday afternoon. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, particularly people that went along to the Kiwi Pong and Block Party. They're probably feeling very similar to how you're feeling right now, Matt.
Yeah, 20-foot stair in a 10-foot room.
Yeah, very much so.
Hey, rugby in the weekend, of course, big game on
Hey,
Saturday
do you want
morning.
a sting for that?
Just wondering if we should do that maybe next voice break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right, I'm with you.
Sports wrap of
Discuss
the
the big
weekend.
Irish loss. Oh, was that a spoiler?
Well, no,
A
I
lot-
think people know that
A
by
lot of
now,
people might
probably.
have taped it.
I think every Irish person in New Zealand took it upon themselves to go around and tell everyone.
You just never know, that's all.
21 Pilots jumpsuit.
What we will be doing, though, is telling people how we can fix that, Jason.
Bhuja with Lee, Jace, Maddie, Tom, and the Bhuja Hawk. Call them now on 0800 Hodaki.
Talking Heads there on Radio Hodaki Monday afternoon. Incidentally, if you did go to the David Byrne concert, text us 3483, tell us what you thought. My wife went to it. Lee said it was absolutely brilliant.
By all accounts, great,
And
yeah.
all the reviews that I've read about that entire show, they've all been amazing. So if you did go and see it, what did you think? Let us know on 3483.
And text us about anything you want. What's on your mind? Here, there's a big roadblock on Remuera Road up in Auckland.
Yeah, he's moved 100 metres in 30 minutes. And he says, please end me.
Okay.
Nightmare.
He's having a very good Monday.
No. Hey, so do we want to do the Daily Bhuja Sports Wrap of the
sports
weekend?
wrap-up. Something a bit more hard-hitting than that.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Octane.
No, that's not right either, Matt.
All right. Hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, big game, of course, on Saturday, 8 a.m. our time. Jason Hoyt, the Irish team, took on the All Blacks in Ireland. A loss to the All Blacks, 16-9. Thoughts on that? Speak.
Well, can I firstly start by saying that I thought Ireland thoroughly deserved to win.
They were good, man.
They're a
How
good
was it?
side. They were innovative. They were a lot more threatening than we did.
Very good try as well.
Yeah, it was a brilliant try. Of course, we blew a few, but that's neither here nor there. My thoughts on it, I think we were saying a couple of months ago, it's time for wholesale changes in the All Blacks. And I think that's really just flicked that switch to let's get it done.
When we say wholesale, we've got an All Black, a World Cup. How many months away is that, Matt?
A year, pretty much, exactly.
Probably less than a year away.
September,
Can
I
we
think.
afford to get rid of the whole squad and coaching staff in that time? Speak.
Yes, we can. And I think it's crucial that we did. I only hark back to 91, where we had that older team. We took it for granted that we were going to go and win the World Cup after the 87
Yes.
World Cup. It's time for absolutely wholesale changes. Get rid of everyone in that unit. Bring a fresh new approach, fresh new coaches, fresh new management, and start again.
Do you bring athletes in from different codes even to mix it up even more, or do you stick with rugby players?
Oh, look, I think that maybe we look for some track and field stars for the outside, for the wing positions. That possibly we look for some strong men competitors in the midfield or in the forwards.
Let's talk tactics, sorry, man.
Could we merge with Australia? Because they're so goddamn awful at rugby. We could take a couple of their players. Just be one nation, Australasia.
If we could, we might take Israel Folau, but who
Pocock.
else?
Pocock's good.
Oh, yeah, Pocock, maybe.
Look,
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'll be lacking a few key players in key positions. Aaron Smith, world record halfback now. I'm a big fan of his. Is he got slightly slow, or is he behind a slightly slower pack? Speak.
Who do you want to speak?
Is he not having enough time that he used to have? He doesn't seem to be running a lot around the ruck. He seems to
Look,
be.
I think every team that plays us now knows that they have to rush us on defence. That they have to get in our faces and not give us the time, because if you give the All Black side any time at all, they will destroy you.
Are we getting quick enough ball around the ruck to get over that advantage line before he gets the ball, or are we just a little bit, stuck right there in no man's land? Everything's on the back foot from there on.
I think teams across the world have studied the All Blacks being the number one side for a number of years, and how do we stop them? And I think people are finding out how to stop us.
Do we bring back Dan and Richie?
Well, it's an option. It's certainly an option. Now, look at this, fellas.
Speaking of which, we may have Richie McCaw in the show on Thursday to talk the rugby as well.
Thursday, great.
Finally, after
Should have
5
saved a lot of
years.
this chat for then. Look, another thing I've been noticing, we've got this flat back line, we've got these rushing defences. It's cancelling each other out. I mean, our defence was great on the weekend as well, by the way, taking out, the Irish back line. They're just taking each other out. Is it time on occasion to start standing really deep again, just for the hell of it? Try and weave some more interesting back
Well,
line
look,
moves,
I've
some
made my
scissor
views very
passes.
clearly. I've made my views very clear. It's time for wholesale changes. It's time for a new team, new coaches, new management. And while you're at it, get rid of Chew. Get rid of all the New Zealand Rugby Union. Just replace everyone.
We should get Steve Churnsborough for Tuesday.
Should I be?
Nirvana there on Radio Hodaki Monday afternoon. Now, soon we'll be heading to Fiji for our Bhuja Vanaka trip, thanks to Fiji Airways. We've teamed up with Loop Duty Free to do a duty-free run for you with $500 duty-free. Register at hodaki.co.nz.
Now
and
that's
tell us
duty-free?
what you want us to grab for you. And the winner will be drawn on Thursday.
Yeah, what sort of stuff do you get at duty free? All sorts of stuff, don't you?
You certainly don't pay duty.
That's right.
Well, I know that we did that last time, and you came back from
Australia,
Australia with a crap load of duty free, but you took a lot of it home with you, if I recall.
No. The odd Toblerone, maybe.
A couple of bowls of booze, maybe.
I don't
some
know.
smellies.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not a massive fan of those Toblerones. They just annoy me more than anything else. I mean, it's not that great a chocolate that you need to buy.
You're not partial to an Alp?
No, not really. What sort of a your go? I mean, when I used to go through duty free and I was, smoking, it'd always be durries and things like that and booze. But now I don't know. Duty free just seems like a bit of a rip off, to be honest. A lot of the time.
Oh, some pretty good stuff in there.
Oh, I'm sure there is some great stuff. Not the loot,
Nice.
by the way. I mean, some of the stuff that I used to buy there, I just went, what the hell? That's just as expensive as it was before.
Got a nice Givenchy cologne there last time we rolled through.
Actually, we did, and it's beautiful. I still use it.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Okay, that's good. Well, let's just make sure plenty of people get involved with that. Look forward to bringing some of the booty back.
Yeah, so go to herdeckie.co.nz.
Talking about the duty free there.
Tell us what you want, New Zealand. Go on, why don't you? Let's take a break. This is Bhuja. Block party there on Radio Herdeckie Monday afternoon. You really wanted to hear that song at the concert, Maddie, but when they played it, you're in the toilets.
Yeah, when you're holding on, and you're waiting for a song, then you go to the toilet, and that was one I was really keen for. Yeah. And I just heard the muffled version.
How long were you in the toilets for?
I don't know, as long as it takes to do a wee.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got to sort of, while you're out there, you go get a drink. And then...
It could be a queue in the toilet as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
playing in Wellington tonight, though. Michael Fowler sent a bloody good gig.
Yeah, good stuff.
Get around it.
Speaking of sports, a wrap of the weekend, someone's texted in here. My third form dean at Palmy North Boys High School was Mr. Jay Schmidt, the island coach.
Yeah.
He gave out heaps of lunchtime detentions. Maybe the NZRU need lunchtime detentions.
Well, he's a good coach, isn't he? He's certainly doing something right.
Absolutely he is.
How about the defensive bomb? There was a couple of chances there. I thought the All Blacks camped back on their own line there. Would have been a chance to do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we mentioned earlier, it was very stifling defence, and I think, when you're up against a brick wall in defence, well, the defensive bomb is a really attacking, strangely enough, ploy.
A couple of Aaron Smith's box kicks were dangerously close to defensive bombs.
Yeah, you've got to be right back behind your own post, though, when you do a proper defensive bomb. Would it just be nice to them? It's just got a bit two-dimensional, I think, in many ways.
Well, no, seriously, I honestly believe that that the rest of the world has just been studying us for a long time, and they've just come up with ways of combating us, and they've just got to get in our face and make it messy for us, and they do it very well.
Do we get Wayne Smith back next year?
Christian Cullen.
Do we get Schmidt? Someone actually suggested we bring back Caleb Ralph and Eon Crossan.
Frank Bunce, Walter Little.
And someone else has also said, isn't Sean Johnson free? Maybe he could go into the slot into the halfback position. But I don't think he has Smithy's pass, though, does he? That bullet.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right option at this point. I don't think we're at that point. But we just got to mix it up a bit. I mean, we'll be talking to Steve when he gets back, of course. We have our normal catch-up.
I spoke to him after the game.
You did you?
Yeah.
No, I like to leave that a few days so I can just digest stuff. I just sent him a text. Hey, mate, look, I've got nothing to add at this point. I'll wait till you get back and we'll go over some stuff.
Good stuff.
Just let it digest, But you keen to come along for that catch-up?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like a lunch or something.
Yeah, a bit of a lunch, and as long as they've got a whiteboard there.
You're going to give them
What's
your
a
note?
restaurant with a whiteboard in it?
There's T-Rex. Better than Ezra there on Radio Herdeckie Monday afternoon. I see you've fiercely practicing your name at tune, Lee, but I'm sort of seeing that we're running out of time here. How do you feel about doing it after 5 o'clock?
Well, mate, whatever's best for the show overall is what I'm about, mate.
Okay, I think we'll do that, Matt. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, stay tuned because just after 5 o'clock we'll be doing Lee Hart's Name That Tune.
KFC presents Bhuja, the three-piece quarter pack of New Zealand radio.
This is Hodaki News.
Kia ora, good afternoon. Laura Mabbott here with your Hodaki update. 16,000 Taupo residents without power could be left in the dark right into the night. Mayor David Treweaver says it's not the first time something like this has happened.
The ironic thing is that we had a significant event this very time last year. Same substation, same issue.
Northland DHB anaesthetic technicians will strike tomorrow and Thursday. Union Apex says previous offers haven't addressed the issues that were raised. And the manager of a Gisborne hotel shut down for having pokies thinks he's being picked on because he's Indian and not a local. Mahinda Nagra says he would have removed the pokie machines if objectors had talked to him, and he's now out of pocket due to his whole business being shut down. That's news. And in sport, former Wallabies coach John Connolly is predicting next year's Rugby World Cup to be one of the most tightly contested ever. The All Blacks are still in top spot on the world rankings despite their loss to Ireland, with Wales third and England fourth. The Wallabies are sitting in seventh behind South Africa and Scotland. There's hope that Trent Boult can help the New Zealand cricketers defeat Pakistan on the fourth day of the first test in Abu Dhabi. Pakistan are 37 without loss, chasing 176 for victory, and Boult's returning after taking 4 wickets for 54 runs in the first innings. And former Ireland rugby international James Downey thinks Joe Schmidt won't re-sign as Irish coach. He's off contract after next year's World Cup, and Downey says they just have to make the most of him while he's there. I'm Laura Mabbitt. All the latest news and sport is online at nzherald.co.nz.
Nothing but the classic rock you want to hear. Radio Hodaki Classic Rock. Exclusively available on demand on iHeartRadio. Search Hodaki Classic Rock. Welcome to the show for bloody good Kiwis across the country. This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Voice.
Yeah, sure is nice to have your company this Monday afternoon. For most of the people out there, hopefully your working day is over and you're heading home to just relax and chill out a bit. Time for those of you that care at all is 5:02, which means, of course, it's time for Lee Hart's Name That Tune.
Yeah, thanks, fellas. It's always good doing this on a Monday, and I always try and think of a song that might get us going on a Monday. You know, a song that maybe picks us up.
Put a bit of lead in the pencil.
Yeah. Nothing too mellow. Bitter.
Or you could argue, actually, that Monday is the day where you want the most mellow song.
Just depends how you feel, doesn't it?
I suppose so, yeah.
There you go.
So what did you go with?
Well, look, what I'm going to do is, it's quite hard to get this across, but without singing it or anything, because this is how it goes, but see if I can't get enough of the vibe coming across, all right? And it goes,
Apparently someone was saying to me that one of the DJs on the Throb FM was starting to do a similar thing to Name That Tune. No. Remember, what was his, Johnny Astor or something? Remember Johnny Astor?
Oh, yeah, not Turgid Hits.
No, the Throb.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing. And it's a drive show as well, which I thought was a bit much. But if you know what that tune is, New Zealand, give us a call now on 0800 Hodaki. Love to hear from you. In the meantime, here's Lenny Kravitz. Are you going to go my way? Lenny Kravitz there on Radio Hodaki. I've got some nice lamb shoulders in the slow cooker at the moment, by the way, fellas. Yeah. With a bit of curry in there and jus, it's going to be absolutely...
Should you whack in the microwave for a few minutes, beforehand, just to speed it up?
No, with the shoulders, I just salt and a bit of cracked pepper, and I fry them off just to seal the meat, then stick it in the slow cooker with onion, garlic, ginger, bit of ginger, all sorts of veggies, beef stock, some I can't remember what kind of curry paste it was, but an Indian curry paste. Just let that sit and cook for about 3 or 4 hours. Oh, and some cherry tomatoes.
Bit of a winter meal, isn't it? Shouldn't
Well,
you be
it kind of is.
Crack out the barbie.
But it is a curry. I'm really starving, actually. But before that, before 5, we had Lee Hart's Name That Tune. And as always, the phone lines have gone crazy. Let's go to Michael. G'day, mate.
G'day, how's it going?
Yeah, very good, Michael. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Excellent, mate.
You don't sound confident about knowing this. What did you think? What did you think it was?
I thought it was Feela's Venus.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm sorry to say, Michael, it isn't that.
Oh, bugger.
But, thanks for trying, mate, and thanks for listening.
No
we
worries.
appreciate it. You have a great afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Michael. He was a pretty... not subdued, but a quiet kind of chap, wasn't he? Lauren, g'day, mate.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, very good, Lauren. Yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Excellent. How's Dunedin today?
Oh, beautiful and sunny, don't you know?
Oh, yes. Very nice. And how was the weekend, Lauren? What did you get up to?
Oh, it was fantastic. Just lots of relaxing. We actually had relatively decent weather, so it was good.
Were you at the beer fest last weekend?
No, I missed out, but I was in Rarotonga, so,
Oh.
some win some.
Well, that'll
Yeah.
do. That's a fair enough replacement.
That's fair.
yeah.
Rarotonga, nice. What sort of temperatures are we talking over there?
Oh, averaging around 25.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
Very beautiful.
Very
I'm
indeed.
really excited about Fiji now.
Yeah.
Same.
Did you enter the Fiji competition?
No, I didn't.
You could have. Oh, well, never mind. Well, you've been to Rarotonga, so you're not missing out that much. To be fair.
Exactly.
You got some Hawaiian shirts to wear, Lee?
I might not wear a shirt.
What are you guys going with in terms of swimming trunks?
Speedos?
I've got like a sport trunk at the moment. It was halfway between Speedos and like a tight short.
I don't know that I want to. If you're going to go Speedos, Maddie, because you're a relative. Sorry, Lauren, I just.
No, you go for it.
You're a relatively solidly built fella. With you and Speedos, I don't know. I can bear the comparison if
Is
I'm
it
in.
the full Speedo, or is it riding up the back a little bit?
Is it?
Well,
is
yes,
there a
that was
G?
it.
Number
It's
2
like-
in the back?
Like
with
a
a
Brazilian cut.
Okay.
Okay, Lauren, can you name that tune?
I am going to go with No Surrender by Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, of course. I knew she knew it.
That's amazing, Lauren.
That's the hard bit, because I couldn't sing it, you see, because everyone would get it.
Yeah. Hey, well done. You stay on the line now. Good mate Tom in Studio B will sort you out. Thanks for the call, Lauren.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. No
Crank
worries.
this.
Thanks, mate.
Crank it.
Have you seen the boss live? Oh, yeah, he was here not long ago.
Yes, 4 times, I think, now. Big fan of this, Jay.
Is he? You done any sessions with him?
Not officially. No.
Drinking sessions?
No.
Arabella's got some interstellar gator skin.
Arctic Monkeys there on Radio Hodaki, Monday afternoon, 30 minutes past 5 o'clock.
30 minutes. How many? 13.
13 minutes past 5, yeah.
Well, hold on.
14 minutes past 5.
Which is 46 to the hour.
Can I ask you guys, in terms of going to Fiji and stuff, do you spend much time planning out your sort of outfits that you're going to wear and
Not
so
really,
forth? Okay.
What do you call those hats? They're kind of like wicker. Not wicker, like flaxy.
Sort of like
Boat hat.
boat hat, yeah, kind of
Kinda like-
boaty hats.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you mean. Like
Those hats that never
Cuban
look...
kind of.
Yeah, they kind of never look good on anyone. Don't actually protect you that much from the sun because they've got holes in it. I'm going to get one of those.
Have any of you guys gone for, sort of light, sensible sort of linen slacks for dinner time and stuff like that?
I've got a linen shirt.
Okay, linen
Yeah,
I
shirt.
normally try and buy a nice linen shirt from the hotel resort that I'm staying at, from
Okay.
the gift shop, because that way you kind of fit in and you're sitting at the bar there with the hotel logo on your shirt. I just feel like you fit in better, and people think you work there.
Well, I just don't want to. I mean, if I'm meeting you guys for dinner or something like that, I don't want to turn up in linen slacks and you guys are in just like, shorts and jandals and
Oh,
stuff.
linen slacks are there, okay.
Because you know what I mean? I just want to get some sort of vibe and sense of what you're going to be running with in terms of your clothing so that I don't look stupid when I come and turn up with what I'm a big fan of the lava lava.
You'd look good in a lava lava.
Oh, I love a lava lava.
Look, just
You'd lava lava lava.
just relax, just whatever you're comfortable with.
I wear my lava lava across my chest.
We're not going to tell the prize winners what to wear when they're there.
No, absolutely
They'll
not.
just be wearing what they're comfortable in.
My linen shirt's going to be unbuttoned if that changes anything.
Like I said, I won't have a shirt on most of the time.
Okay, well, I just need to,
Unless they've got a rule in the restaurant, excuse me, so you need to put a shirt on that. Of course I will, but,
Well, I'm thinking in terms of things like dinner and stuff like that,
Yeah, that's
whether
right,
you're
yeah.
going to make some. That's why I like to I write out a little list of everything that I need and what I'm going to wear on each day and in the afternoon and stuff like that. I just wondered if you guys did that.
No.
Okay.
No.
You don't do that either, Matt?
No.
Okay. I mean, shoes. I mean, what sort of shoes do you take? I mean, it's a nightmare trying to think of what shoes
I'm
to
going to
take.
get some like Jesus sandals.
Yeah, I normally wear a light boat shoe with that breathes on the top. It's a breathing top to it.
And you've
I-
got those velvet loafers for dinner, don't you?
Yeah, and I've got the shoes that you can unbuckle the top and just like sunroofs in a way, and you can open them up and let air go through them.
Yeah, I'm going for the Roman sandal, but not your standard sort of school Roman sandal. Like the Romans used to wear, that sort of twines up the leg a little bit.
It's good, mate. Look, just whatever you're comfortable in, it'll be fine.
You might as well.
I just don't want to stand out, you know. I just don't want to
your-
walk
with your-
into any scenario and you
with
guys
your
go, "What the
linen
hell are
pants,
you
though,
wearing, Jace?"
Will you be wearing the aerobic sandals that twine up your leg? Will they be on the outside of the linen pants you're wearing, or underneath that linen pant?
Well, no. I think if I'm going to go for the linen pant, then I'll go a boat shoe.
Yeah. Well, if you're going with the Roman sandal that twines up your leg, you should turn your lava into a toga.
Well, I often do.
Yeah.
Especially
when in Rome, as they say.
especially as it gets a bit cooler in the evening.
Yeah, I think you'll be right, mate. Honestly, if worst comes to worst, you'll just get something from the gift shop. You'll be fine.
You guys will sort me out?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Here's Muse. Oh, there's a winner this morning too, wasn't there? From Toad on
Certainly was. We'll tell you his name right after this song.
Here's Pressure. Jane's Addiction there on Radio Hodaki Monday afternoon. Well, boys, what's coming up next?
I'll leave that one to Lee.
Because I'm looking at the computer log here, Lee. There's no entry in here. What's happened there? Someone's forgot to put in what we're supposed to be doing here.
Don't know, boys. Don't know. Perhaps. Have we done top tips yet?
No, I don't believe we have.
You want to do one now?
No, not now.
Righty, yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to be doing top tips now. Is that what you're saying? I think we're just going to have to go off the cuff here, boys. What do you say?
Or just go off piste.
Off piste. I mean, just whatever comes into
On a Monday.
Lee, what's just anything that's in your head right now, mate? Hit me.
Okay.
It's a bit weird.
We could read text out, I suppose.
Cool.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I just had Tom in my ear there about something.
What were you guys talking about toys for?
Eh?
It's a bit weird. What kind of toys?
No, Lee was talking about toys off air, and it's not the sort of conversation we want to be having.
Well, not those kind of toys, was it?
No.
Well, who's on the phone? Should we go to him?
The diesel-powered ones?
Should we go to the phone and see who's on it?
Sure. Nothing else to do.
Come in, caller.
Hello.
G'day, mate.
How you going, man?
Good.
Who are we speaking to?
Nathan.
Nathan, what's going on, mate? What's happening?
I was just ringing up about the the big boys' toys.
Oh, really? Okay.
Explain to us how that works.
And what in particular about that, Nathan?
Well, it's you guys told me to text in.
Yep.
Then I heard toys.
Oh, the word toys is secret. Did you say toys, did you? Secret password?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, actually, to be very specific, I think Maddie actually said toys. Did you say toys, Matt?
I think I said toys.
You said boys, didn't you?
Yeah, I said boys.
And then Lee said toys after I said
No,
toys.
I said boys.
I said boys.
Okay. Well done, Nathan.
You can either take the $500 or the diesel-powered sex toy, can't you?
Yeah, it's your choice. What are you going to go for, Nathan?
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Take the cash, mate.
Take the cash, Nathan.
I'll get the cash, yeah.
Good on you, man.
Cool, man.
Be a lot more painless taking the cash.
Yeah, stay on the line, and our good mate Tom will sort you out, man. No worries at all. I mean, just think how many diesel-powered
That's how a
toys
radio
you could...
promo's done, fellas.
Yeah.
Seamlessly.
How many
Says that
diesel-powered
one.
tools you could buy with $500 cash?
They'll be using that at radio school, I reckon.
What not to do. What's a bloody Black Keys?
The Black Keys there on Radio Hodaki Monday afternoon.
Now, are you going to be coming along to my workshops?
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
It was funny you should say that because I was about to mention those. How is it coming along?
You're not bad. As you know, I haven't really advertised it properly yet, but you knew about it. I'm going to be doing some acting and directing kind of workshops for young...
I thought just directing. You're going to do acting ones as well.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be... To be able to direct people, you need to be a bit of an actor yourself. So what I'm doing is showing both sides of the coin.
Well, you sure you don't want me to come along? Because I'm really good with working with other actors. I'm really good about, learning how to communicate on film.
Can you take direction, though?
I am the consummate professional when it comes to direction. All a director needs to do is tell me what to do. I'll do it.
If you want to come on the Monday, then you can probably pop in straight after lunch if that works with you.
So you're looking for this workshop actors or directors?
No, people that want to be both.
Oh, okay.
And also directors and actors that are currently out there who want to learn more.
Okay, and do you follow any particular method in terms of your direction and your acting?
No,
you're not a method actor, for example?
It's horses for courses. Every person needs different direction. Some people respond. It's like a rugby coach. You deal differently with different players, depending on what they need to get. So if you could come along and help with the acting stuff, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
totally.
You'd probably learn a bit while you're there as well, which would be good.
Oh, well, as every actor should be, I'm always open to, learning new things. I'll be interested and intrigued to see what you say about acting because...
Well, the first day I don't say anything.
Pardon?
I don't say anything on the first day. People just wander around aimlessly, sort of, what's he going to say? Something's he going to do? What's a bit weird? Paid money for this.
Oh, I can't get
you. It's weird.
You're creating a sort of unsure environment.
And the next day, I was like, how did you find that?
Yeah.
And I go, it's a bit weird. And I go, well, that's what it's going to be like there. You're going to be waiting around a lot doing stuff all most of the time. So this is like a taste of that, It's like taste of it. And then we have lunch again, I think, or an afternoon tea in the afternoon, and then we do something totally different, like we do some clay modelling and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Making some pots and potter's wheel.
Well, you know what they say about acting, hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a real rush. People are frantic and freaking out about you getting there on time. Then you get there on time and you literally wait 4 or 5 hours on set before you do anything.
Sounds pretty sweet.
But that is clever.
It is clever.
That is clever.
So
that the first day...
It's real world stuff.
And what you should actually do, Lee, is all day long for the acting part of it, right? Everyone's just milling around doing nothing. And then for the last 10 minutes of the day, you've got to get a scene done.
Yep.
Because you've got to wrap by a certain time. And give them something to learn.
Yep, and then change the lines. Yeah, look, here, Jason, I'm just going to change your lines to this, and this. And you've got to learn those on the spot, do that final thing, and then try and get home in time for dinner.
Because acting's all about, of course, trying to look natural in a very unnatural environment. I mean, a set is not a natural environment, and the whole key to acting is looking natural in that environment.
Yep.
And so if you can throw a few spanners in the work, as happens with actual filming, then that's a great...
Well, we actually throw spanners at people.
Oh, literally spanners.
We literally throw objects at people and make them think on the spot. And then make them do their lines.
When's this coming on board that people can sign up and become a part of it?
I'm just trying to do the Facebook ad for it. And that'll probably be out the next couple of days. You could probably join up on Thursday. Probably take 100 people on initially.
How much are you charging for it?
$1,000.
Is there free tea and coffee?
Yeah, free tea and coffee's free. Other things,
biscuits.
Will you have like those little miso sachets that you can get? So you can, instead of if you don't want to have a tea or coffee, because they always have
really
those on
gone
set.
down that road yet, Jace.
Oh,
I'm just trying to work out the.
Look,
cooking.
I can do the catering for you if you want.
Yeah,
but it's important if you're in on location that the food and the beverages are good.
Well, that's the other thing. I want people to be starving throughout the whole course, because if they become an actor in this country, that's what they're going to be. So again,
Bhuja with KFC's Quarter Pack.
Stone Temple Pilots there, Radio Hodeki, Monday afternoon. In terms of your acting and directing course, by the way, I just want to ask, so what's the directing side of it going to be like?
Well, we've sort of discussed this before. Like, often you need to get a result quickly, and as you know, acting is pretty much reacting.
Yes.
So what you need to do as a director is get someone to react. 'Cause I'm directing actors at this point, not directing the camera to be doing what that's doing. So what you need to do is give them an emotion. It doesn't matter how they get to feel that way. If you want someone to look distraught or like in a close-up in their face, look, and pained, as in they've a long-lost love has just, rung up, and something emotional.
Yes,
you can punch them in the stomach, and that same look will, and by and large, transfer over.
I'll never forget that day when I was first working for you. And we were doing that scene with Speedo Cops.
Yep.
And I don't. Oh, you'll probably recall this. And I just couldn't. I wasn't getting in the zone that I needed to be. And I'll never forget, Matt. It was it was a turning point in my acting career. You know, I was doing this scene, and I just couldn't get it right. And I was on my hands and knees doing this particular scene, and then I just felt this hot jet of urine on my back, and it was Lee who was basically getting me in the zone of humiliation. I've been through a humiliating situation, so he felt that if he urinated on me, then I would understand exactly what the feeling was.
I managed to get 40 years of humiliation out of one moment. You know, the close-up of his face was trying to all his past grievances, all this a whole lifetime of angst in his face. And we just weren't getting it, were we? I just couldn't understand. I just couldn't get to that zone. So that's.
Yeah, I mean, you won't be urinating on people in the actual training, though, will you?
Oh no, probably not. But there's ways of getting these reactions. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, look, and I'm always a big fan of, in terms of actors and directors, invoking your spirit animal.
Yeah.
I remember we were out in a pub a couple of months ago and you started urinating on me, but that wasn't really acting. I think you were just hammered.
No, that was acting. That was acting hammered.
Yeah.
Well, you nailed it.
And you're going to chuck a bit of improv in there as well, do you think?
Oh, you got to have a bit of improv in there.
Is that wacky improv?
Well, it depends. Improv is... A lot of these kids won't be ready for that kind of stuff. It's hopefully you're there for the improv day.
Yeah, sure, mate, sure.
I know you're big on that.
Yeah, I love a bit of improv.
Do you want to take the improv?
Yeah, of course.
Module. Yeah. Improv with Jace.
Oh.
Are you doing something now, eh?
No. Good song. Rolling Stones. Miss you. Stereo MCs. Well, I tell you what, Lee Hart, I don't even think you'll need to put a Facebook page out there for a post for your directing and acting thing. The people are texting and all over the place from all around the country saying, sign me up, mate. So it is limited to 100 people. So if you are keen on that, text us now 3483 and we'll maybe take the first 100 through.
One of the first things you learn too on the day one of the courses, if you're an actor and you don't have a lot of work on, run an acting course.
What are you going to be doing these in, like church halls or something?
We'll move around that. We'll move it around. We'll try and be flexible. We'll be on location. You know, it's different acting outdoors than it is indoors. It's a different vibe.
Yeah, and half of the work in terms of being a working actor is actually finding the location.
That's right.
So we'll make them very difficult to find. You know, out in bushes and bush and stuff like that.
Give them the wrong address. Often you'll get the wrong address on your call sheet. So people will be showing up the course, and I'll sack them from the course.
Yep, nice.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Lee Hart, Jason Hoyt, and Matt Ward. This is Bhuja on Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, it is Daily Bhuja this Monday afternoon. Lee Hart, Jason Hoyt, Lobo de Noche on a Monday afternoon. Very nice to have your company. Few days, fellas, to Fiji. Are we all looking forward to it? I mean, your tan's looking sensational. Both of you are actually looking in great nick for the beach and for the poolside action.
Yeah. Well, it's not about, for me, it's not about a holiday. Sure, we deserve it. I was going to say, I don't think there's 3 DJs in the country that deserve a break more than us right now.
Yeah.
And so why not take that? And, you know, no doubt that'll recharge us and it'll just make for better radio down the track.
Yeah, look, I think it's important that as top radio DJs that you're constantly well rested so that you come back. And, you know, it's a great opportunity too to think of new ideas, new approaches to the show, just to get that little bit of space between the daily grind of doing a radio show. Just have a few days to think about it in a tropical paradise.
Take some time for yourself. Sometimes you hear it so often. You know, these people, health specialists go, Lee, mate, you're working too hard. You're burning the candle at both ends. Just take some time for you, some you time.
Yeah.
I said, look, mate, radio doesn't sleep. But maybe that's time to do that.
There is actually a survey out there that shows that people aren't taking their holidays when they should, and that is actually leading to a massive decline in physical and mental health. People go, oh, no, I'll save my holidays for a little bit further down the track. But they're urging people to take your holidays when you get your holidays.
Get a chance, yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to, as you say, burn out because you're burning the candle at at both ends, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually reading an article earlier today how the weekend was the invention of the 20th century, and that the 4-day week should be the invention of the 21st century.
Ooh, yeah, big call.
Look, I'm a big advocate of the 4-day weekend, staggering it each week.
I think it's 3-day weekend, 4-day week.
Well, yeah, 4-day week, working week and a 3-day weekend. What do you think, New Zealand? Text us 3483. Should we have a 4-day working week as a matter of compulsoriness? There's not such a word as that, but I'm going to use it anyway.
I'm picking up what you're putting down there, though.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
And if people want duty free, we're gonna pick $500 worth up on the way through.
I was going to mention that. Yeah. So get those orders in on 3483. Let us know what you need.
Yeah, thanks to Luke Duty Free. You can register at hodaki.co.nz as well.
Brilliant.
How good.
Oh,
boys.
Where would we be without them?
Yeah, the CPs.
Oh, yes, indeed, the Red Hot Chili Peppers this Monday afternoon. Speaking of which, Lee Hart, Radio Hodaki, in addition with Live Nation, presents Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Friday, March 8th at 2019 Spark Arena in Auckland. General tickets on sale 12 p.m. Monday, November 26. And you can win tickets this week from Matt and Jerry. Just listen for them to give it away now. See how they did that?
Yeah,
give it away now.
They went straight over my head, actually.
Head to hodaki.co.nz for all the details. And actually, speaking of which, David Byrne in the weekend, brilliant apparently.
Did you go, did you?
No, my wife went and her father went, and all the reports I've heard are that he was absolutely magnificent, as you would expect.
It was a big weekend, of course. We discussed this earlier at the Kiwi Pong on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Huge event that was.
Who won that, by the way?
We'll get some details on that in a minute.
$10,002 cash, if I recall.
That's right. Block party, of course, on Sunday evening, which you were at, Matt.
How was that, Matty?
Yes, well, the thing with radio is you can't see this right now, but I'm kind of bleeding out the eyes from yesterday. It was a rather large day. Very good concert, though. And if you're going in Wellington this evening, then you're in for a real treat.
What time did you finish up, Matty?
It was approximately 1:30 a.m, I believe, Jace.
Were you with Mike Lane and the rest of the crew, were you?
I was in the Irish pub Danny Doolan's.
At the end of it?
Yeah, at the end of it, yeah. And there was a bit of that. They played that song Wagon Wheel, which, as anyone knows, is like a
cue to go home.
Drunk person kind of crap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you need your it's time to go, buddy, to give you a bit of a tap on the shoulder and go, all right, mate.
But he was off getting shots. So
well, does beg the question, what is the greatest rolling back and forth, 2 a.m, drunk song to hear? You know, the song that you hear, you decide, you know what, it might be time to leave now.
It'll be hard to beat Wagon Wheel at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure how that goes, man. How does that... You'll have to find it for me and play it for me so I know what the hell you're talking about.
It's a bit soon to hear it again, but I'll play it for you.
Right, okay. I think the Exponents are always a good band for that sort of time of the morning when you're just beginning to flag a little bit. You need a bit of a pep up. They're always good to sort of give you a bit of an energy boost, Lee Hart. Well, it's not too long to... Oh, well, it is actually, Max. You've got to do your show after this, don't you?
Yeah.
So you're going to be bleeding out the eyeballs for quite some time.
Yes, that is going to be the case until about 10 p.m. This is Wagon Wheel.
Oh, right, okay.
It's giving me massive anxiety.
Yeah, a bit of vocal. Hold on.
The old extended intro, eh?
Sorry.
Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way to North Carolina. Staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights.
Okay, I got you.
made it down the coast.
Jeez, this song's good. Should we get back on it? Powerful song.
I feel like a beer now.
Yeah, let's get on it. Let's get some tequilas.
There's Nirvana coming up right now on Daily Bhuja.
You don't want the chorus? The chorus is here.
Oh, okay. Here's the chorus then.
Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you
Maybe you
feel.
should start a Monday show with this song.
Yeah.
So it was just more of an easy transition from the weekend.
Rock me,
Well, that's dangerous because I want to get on it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Danny Dolan.
Here's Nirvana.
You're on the radio. Where were you? And this was number one.
The man who sold the world there on Daily Bhuja this Monday afternoon, Nirvana. Very nice to have your company. You've got your Facebook face on, Lee Hart. What's going on? Are you stalking someone?
No. I'm just going through, checking if there's any sort of news articles, top tips, things we may have missed for our listeners, of course.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you recall this. Last Christmas holidays, of course, you very kindly lent me the Eco Lodge. We ended up we booked a batch, and it was just a disaster with the dog.
Right, yeah.
When it was not far from your place, and you said, "Oh, you can go to my place and hang up there." And I cooked a Christmas ham on your barbecue, and it was. Guess what I made this weekend on my barbecue? A cheesecake. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that will think that's impossible to make a cheesecake on a barbecue, Lee Hart, but I did it on Saturday night, and it was absolutely magnificent. What's the weirdest thing you've ever cooked on a barbecue?
A pavlova. A few years back, similar kind of dish. It was like trying to land a 747 at the end.
Well, the meringue's very difficult on a pavlova.
You can't open up the hood and have a look at it because, it's like an oven.
It'll collapse.
It'll collapse. So it keeps peeking through the back, a little gap in the because there was no window in the barbecue. It's a little hole in the back with the torch. I was looking in there, and I had to keep adjusting it was a 4-burner.
Yeah,
and I had to keep riding them up and down so it wasn't burning from below.
I find it very difficult to believe that a man of your sort of size could have the intricacy and the delicacy to actually make a really nice meringue.
There you go.
I find it a very incongruent kind of thought that you could actually make a meringue.
Is it usually just small people who can make pavlovas?
Well, I don't know why I think that. I mean, but I don't sort of think of you like I see you doing meat and having a few beers on the barbie. I don't see you making a pavlova on the barbie.
Do you know any bakers, Jason?
I do actually. But that's a pretty impressive effort.
Well, the other thing I've been doing lately with the barbecue, because you cook up chops and sausages and this kind of thing, and what I'm finding myself doing now, right? If you cook a whole lot of chops up, and you don't cook them all, you don't eat them all, you take those cooked chops already and freeze them again, cooked already, and then when you cook them a second time, they're literally already cooked through. You just have to
heat them up. That was, getting very close to top tip territory there. But I don't think it's that innovative to actually cook some meat and then freeze it and then heat it up again.
Really?
Speaking of which, I've got beautiful lamb shoulders in an Indian curry sauce and tomato-based sauce sitting in my slow cooker as we speak, going home tonight on a bed of white rice, some beautiful meaty lamb shoulders with a kind of beef curry sort of sauce to surround it.
Yeah, you ever thought about doing a cooking show, Jason?
I'd love to do a cooking show. Actually, I've written a bit of a comedy about it. I've written one episode of a cooking show comedy, which I thought was quite funny.
When
no one else did.
When are you going to invite us around for dinner? You tell us about all these luxurious, delicious feasts.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Actually, as soon as you bring me in your mum's McCluba, I'll bring in my lamb curry for you, because it's to die for. Falling off the bone, delicious, moist.
I'm wondering maybe for one show we could perhaps. We've got the cameras in here and stuff. At my end, I could have my little burners and stuff going on. You could have your burners, and you too, Matt. And we could be doing a cooking show while we're doing a normal show. And at the end of it, we could compare each other's dishes.
Well, we could all share our meals. It's like potluck,
live
isn't it?
cooking.
You could do the barbecue pav.
The Bhuja potluck. Like it. Here's the interrupters. Mysterious Ways there, you two, this Monday afternoon on Radio Hodaki. I see, still on the computer, Lee, I still get the Katy Perry pop-ups about you and her. I mean, someone is really trying to persist with... I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that story is well and truly over, but someone keeps bloody bringing it up because they just can't seem to let it go.
That's right.
I see Katy Perry absolutely denying that she's even met you. It's reached that point. She's having to actually deny her relationship and friendship with you. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll do the same if I have to, I'll tell you. Now, look, any job offers coming through for you lately?
Yes, I did actually, about 3 weeks ago, the Throb. FM. They
hold on, was that the Throb FM or Throbbing Hits?
No, that was the Throb FM.
Okay.
You're thinking of Pulsing FM.
Or the Pulse?
No, it's Pulsing FM.
That's AM, isn't it?
No, it's FM.
Okay.
I've had offers from both of those, but they were both breakfast slots, and they were both solo. So I went, look, not really keen. And they were kind of small town shows, but not by the water, which is my ultimate dream.
How about Casserole Hits?
No, they haven't heard a word.
Slow Cooker FM?
No, nothing.
Really?
Yeah. What about yourself?
Well, I had a bit of. I did have an email from Slow Cooker Hits, but I think that guy Dougie was working there.
Yeah.
Dougie Sainsbury.
Oh, Dougie. No, he's at the Noise.
Is he?
Yeah. Are you saying he got word from him from?
He just said,
Slow
"Look,
Cooker?
if you're interested, just let us know, and we'll keep you in mind."
I thought he was still working at the Noise. Actually, didn't you get an offer from the Noise, man? Or was that the Throb?
No. There was the Rock, actually. I email them every day asking for a job.
What about the Buzz?
The Buzz?
Yeah.
Nah, that's only mid-dawns.
Okay. I did have an offer from Carnal Hits, Songs to Make Love to You, but I haven't got back to them yet.
You see, and I'm going to put it out there right now, actually, if Carnal Hits got in contact with me, sign me up, mate. Send me the contract. I don't even care what they're paying me. I am absolutely designed as a DJ for Carnal Hits.
Yeah, because there's something nice. I mean, this isn't just love songs after midnight. This is literally songs that, people are making love to.
Yeah.
That's another level.
And I find it, inspiring to know that when you're doing a show, people are making love during it. You know what I mean? It brings up all sorts of really nice images in my mind.
Actually, probably the most interesting offer I've had out of all these recently has been one, I think, from sort of a crowdfunding or some syndicate that's got together, and they're offering me the same amount or slightly more than I'm getting now here at Hodaki to get off the air and don't do any radio.
Tempting.
It is.
Very tempting.
If you were to get paid as much as you are now not to do radio, would you do it? I think I probably would.
Yeah, I think I would too, actually. Pursue other things outside of radio.
You'd be crazy, wouldn't you?
Well, you would be crazy. You would be crazy. Would you do that, Matt, wouldn't you?
I'm thinking we should hit them up for one of those offers too.
To pay us to stay off air.
Stay off air.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Have we got the break that we're going into, Matt? Is it good?
Plus, that was a 5-year deal.
Yeah, I'm in. Sign me up, mate.
Me too.
This is a good break.
Bhuja with KFC. Treat yourself to the Colonel's secret recipe with a KFC quarter pack today. Radio Hodaki and Live Nation is proud to present one of the biggest selling rock bands of all time with over 80 million albums sold worldwide, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Can't stop the spirit when I need you.
Since 1983, they've smashed out a record 13 number one hits. And now, in 2019, we get to see them live. Spark Arena, Friday, March 8th. Tickets on sale midday Monday, November 26th.
Can't stop.
Right on. Details at livenation.co.nz or win yours from Radio Hodaki, the station for great New Zealanders and even greater live gigs.
G'day, it's your old mate the Mad Butcher. Local businesses need your support.
Thank God for that. I honestly thought for a while there we're going to do an entire Daily Bhuja show without a Green Day song.
Yep.
Not on my watch, mate. Not on my watch.
At least expect it. It'll come on. So
yeah. Hey, look, I'm looking at the log here on the computer, Lee, and it says Lee follows up on last voice break.
Yep. Okay.
Did you put that in there, or did I put that in there?
Yeah, I typed that in.
I can't even remember what we talked about in the last voice break.
If I remember rightly, it was the job offers we've been having from certain other radio stations, plus this very interesting, lucrative offer came my way, and I've got the contract here. I'm just trying to paraphrase it for you. So what they're saying to me is, right?
Yeah. Who's they?
This is like a consortium of people that have got together.
Yeah.
Like they've sort of crowdfunded or something. And they said they will pay me what I'm getting at the moment here to do radio, plus 30% on top of that if I don't do any radio. Just get off the radio for, get this, it's a 5-year deal. So I'll get more than I am now every year for 5 years.
Are there
I
any?
can swing you in on this if you want.
It sounds like the sort of contract that you need to really look at the fine print there. So you can basically pursue whatever you want to do, your television work, any of that sort of stuff, but you just can't do radio broadcasting anymore. Is that what you're saying?
As long as, in their words, I stay off the airwaves.
Oh, mate, seriously, I would lock it in, Eddie, straight away.
Yeah.
I would have no qualms about doing it.
Shall I see if I can get you in on this contract as well?
Please.
Oh, me, please.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
do you ever question? I mean, that why this consortium got together to get this deal in place? Do you ever go,
It's not my job to do that.
Why are they actually specifically looking at me, and why do they want me so desperately to be off air that they're prepared to pay me more than I'm getting paid on air?
Maybe this company has a similar sort of DJ which they're trying to push into another station or something, and they don't want me to be competition to them.
I was going to say that was possibly that you're doing so well as a radio DJ that you're damaging the ratings all around the country for other radio stations. We've got to get this guy off air.
Sometimes when you've got a brand out there that's doing really well, rather than take it over, you just buy it and shut it down.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of sort of beer companies and stuff do. Or they don't shut it down; they buy up all the smaller ones into one. Well,
but you're
did you hear about that Chinese company that's been in touch with us? That's another voice break. Now look. Anyway, I'm gonna get my lawyer to look at this contract and see if I can't get off the airwaves as quick as possible.
Well, I reckon you guys should just stay in Fiji.
Okay.
We might have to if there's a court case.
I might have to see the rest of the year out, the rest of my contract out. There's another few weeks.
Oh yeah, there is that. But no, definitely get your lawyer on it, mate. Sign it as quick as you can. I reckon that's a great deal. We're going to another break, are we?
Oh yeah.
Oh, God's sake.
KFC presents Bhuja, the three-piece quarter pack of New Zealand radio.
Well, there you go. Another Monday under the belt, Lee Hart.
Yeah.
And Matty, you did very well, mate. You hung it because when I came into the show today, you were looking decidedly green in the gills there.
Firmly on the back foot.
You seem to have had almost a second wind, possibly even a third wind.
Yeah. And
is that going to sustain itself through your show? Is my question.
I certainly hope so, because that could be that 3 hours could really drag its ass if not.
Yeah.
I thought it was very professional how you put it together, and I mean overall, I'm going to, similar to Donald Trump with his presidency, give it an A+ at the moment.
What, the entire show?
Yeah.
Or this specific show?
An A+ for a Monday.
Yeah, look, I'll give it a B- for a Monday. I thought there's certainly room for improvements, but I thought given the circumstances it was pretty good.
I think I scraped through with a C, but a C gets degrees, you know?
Yeah. Well, a C's a pass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Hey, New Zealand, we appreciate you tuning into the show, as we always do. Make sure you tune in again for tomorrow's show, the Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday.
Good point.
Are we doing 2 for Tuesday?
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to risk that again.
Is that definitely been canned, is it?
Bit of a debacle last week.
Plus, you know damn well that Tuesday's show will be better than Monday, so make sure we do tune in.
Yeah. Very nice. So from Lee Hart, myself, and the Night Wolf, you take care out there, New Zealand. Until tomorrow, Bhuja to you.